Welcome to Spaceverse, your portal to cosmic adventures. Elon Musk's assertion that the world doesn't need another capsule is being validated. Despite facing challenges, SpaceX has made a remarkable comeback and continues to achieve incredible feats with their forthcoming crewed missions. On the other hand, the Starliner has not only failed to return, but also faces an increasingly uncertain future. It's time for Starliner to make amends to the American public. Meanwhile, UL has made progress with their Atlas V rocket, but their future might be in jeopardy. The recent return of the Falcon 9 after a 2-week break has renewed hope within the U.S. aerospace industry. Building on this positive momentum, we eagerly anticipate the upcoming crewed missions this dependable rocket will support. After the successful crew mission in March, SpaceX is gearing up for the next mission under NASA's Commercial Crew Program, Crew 9, with the launch scheduled for August 18th, just a few weeks away. However, this schedule relies on several key factors. First, SpaceX must conduct a test fire of the upper stage for the mission to ensure it is reliable. The timing also hinges on the departure of the Boeing CST-100 Starliner spacecraft, which is currently docked at the station for NASA's Crew Flight Test mission. For Crew 9 to arrive before Crew 8 departs, Starliner needs to clear its docking port. Despite these conditions, I'm confident that any issues will be resolved and the schedule will proceed as planned. So let's prepare for this exciting mission. Crew 9 is scheduled to launch from LC-39A with the spacecraft named Freedom, which has already successfully completed 3 previous missions, Crew 4, Axiom 2, and Axiom 3. The Crew 9 mission will feature 3 NASA astronauts, Zena Cardman, Nick Hague, and Stephanie Wilson, and 1 Roscosmos astronaut, Alexander Goranov. The crew is well prepared for the mission. Nick Hague shared his enthusiasm, stating, "I'm extremely confident in the team and the approach they've taken. I'm excited to strap onto the rocket when the team decides it's time to go." Crew 9 will be SpaceX's 9th Dragon mission under the Commercial Crew Program contract and their 10th NASA mission overall, including the demonstration mission. Considering private missions as well, it will be the 14th mission for the Dragon spacecraft. After Crew 9, SpaceX will have only 5 missions left under NASA's current contract, reflecting substantial progress and a solid track record. These achievements underscore SpaceX's edge over its competitor, Boeing Starliner. The Starliner spacecraft has yet to complete its test mission, facing numerous delays for testing and issue resolution. NASA and Boeing have not set an official return date since Starliner docked with the ISS. The mission has now extended beyond 50 days, far exceeding the initial plan of 8 to 10 days. There are growing concerns since the Starliner's battery system is designed to function in space for around 45 days. While NASA and Boeing claim the mission could last up to 90 days, a timely return is looking increasingly uncertain. When hearing explanations about taking time for testing and troubleshooting, it can seem like NASA and Boeing are merely offering excuses for their inability to resolve the issues with the current Starliner. Even if we accept these explanations for now, the critical question remains: can they ensure that these problems won't occur again on the next flight? While this question remains unresolved, recent updates from NASA and Boeing seem to contradict their earlier statements. The Starliner 1 mission, which was cited as a reason for the current delay, will also be postponed. Originally set for early 2025, it will now be delayed until August 2025 due to ongoing issues with the CFT mission. Yes, you heard that right, August 2025. This new timeline means it will be over a year before the next Starliner mission is scheduled to launch, assuming no further delays. Additionally, will Crew 10 or Starliner 1 launch first? The answer is now clear. Crew 10 will launch first, likely around February, following the Crew 9 mission. In addition to the previously discussed issues, another awkward reason for the delay of the Starliner 1 mission has emerged. According to Steve Stitch, NASA's Commercial Crew Program Manager, Starliner 1 will be scheduled concurrently with Crew 11. This overlap may be intended as a precaution against further delays with Starliner. Although Crew 11's launch date and crew members haven't been determined yet, it's anticipated to launch later this year, similar to Crew 9. This situation suggests that NASA and Boeing lack confidence in resolving Starliner's issues promptly. If they're uncertain, why are they wasting so much time? This delay could lead to disruptions on the ISS, potentially affecting other missions like Crew 9. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for updates on SpaceX development journey. The postponement of this and the next mission is another significant setback for Boeing and their $4.5 billion spacecraft. These delays will impact future schedules. With Starliner 1 now pushed to the second half of 2025, Boeing will face a packed schedule in the coming years. After Starliner 1, Boeing needs to launch 5 more missions before the ISS is decommissioned around 2030. While launching 1 mission per year might seem manageable, this assumes Starliner 1 actually launches in 2025. Given the current situation, Starliner is encountering a myriad of challenges, making its mission increasingly difficult. If Boeing continues to face these delays and fails to meet deadlines, they may be forced to attempt 2 missions within a single year, a feat that seems nearly impossible given their current capabilities. The ongoing issues raise serious concerns about Starliner's reliability and its readiness for crewed flights. Even if the spacecraft eventually completes its commercial crew test mission, its track record suggests it may not be deserving of crew launch certification. Flying aboard such an unreliable vehicle into space would be a considerable risk for any astronaut. Boeing's performance, despite the significant $4.5 billion investment they receive, has been underwhelming. With the expectations placed upon them, the time and resources wasted without achieving even basic milestones raise questions about their ability to deliver. It might be time for Boeing to return the funds to NASA and the American people. Given the repeated setbacks and the lack of progress, NASA might need to reassess its commitment to this project. They've canceled other missions recently, such as Viper and Chandra, due to similar issues. Perhaps it's time to do the same with Starliner and reallocate those resources to SpaceX. SpaceX offers a more efficient, cost-effective, and reliable alternative, promising faster progress and greater success. Moving on to recent developments at another launch site, SLC-41 in Florida, ULA successfully launched an Atlas V rocket at 6:45 a.m. Eastern Daylight Savings Time. The rocket was tasked with carrying out the USS F-51 mission, a classified national security space launch. The countdown and fueling stages proceeded without any issues, and the launch itself was executed smoothly. Following the ascent through the atmosphere, ULA confirmed that the payload fairing was jettisoned as planned, exposing the spacecraft for its subsequent mission phases. This successful launch highlights ULA's continued reliability in handling critical national security missions. Jim Horn, Senior Material Leader for Launch Execution Delta at the Space Force's Space Systems Command, remarked, "The Space Force Atlas V team has an outstanding record in meeting our national security spacelift needs. We have consistently collaborated effectively with this team and mission. Our most recent Atlas V launch is progressing very well." Walt Lauderdale, Mission Director for USS F-51, added, "For the past 20 years, the Atlas V launch system has been a reliable cornerstone for national security launches. This mission, along with all those before it, showcases the Atlas V team's dedication to delivering critical assets to space safely." This mission was ULA's 100th national security launch and the final NSSL mission for the Atlas V rocket. This milestone highlights the rocket's long-standing significance in the aerospace industry. However, the future looks uncertain for the Atlas V, with 15 more missions planned before its retirement, including missions for Starliner, Viasat-3, and Kuiper. National security launches will soon transition to the Vulcan rocket, which has yet to achieve a successful launch since its debut in January. Despite the support of Atlas V and the Delta IV Heavy in the past, ULA is struggling to compete with SpaceX. Without the Atlas V, ULA's future appears challenging. The backlog of Phase 2 Newton's SSL missions remains substantial. The USS F-51 mission, originally assigned to ULA in 2022, had to be transferred to the Atlas V due to delays with Vulcan. As ULA works to complete Phase 2, it faces new competition in Phase 3 from SpaceX and Blue Origin. Given the current situation, SpaceX is likely to dominate Phase 3 launches, signaling a significant setback for ULA in their core market. Indeed, the future might look challenging for ULA, but only time will tell how things unfold. In the meantime, it's important to acknowledge and appreciate the Atlas V for its significant contributions to the U.S. aerospace industry over the years. Its legacy of reliability and service to national security missions has been remarkable. Let's take a moment to express our gratitude for the Atlas V and its role in advancing space exploration and national security. And that's it. Thanks for joining us on Spaceverse. As we bid farewell to the Atlas V and ponder the future challenges facing ULA, let's not forget to appreciate the rocket's remarkable legacy in the aerospace industry. As we continue to track developments with Starliner, Vulcan, and the evolving landscape of space exploration, stay tuned for more updates and insights.